My GNU shoutout today goes to Luqualizer. While there are many skilled 60Hz players that are becoming more appreciated as GD transitions to 144Hz, Luqualizer is definitely the best 60Hz player in the world currently, and may even top Sandstorm and Crazyman to be the best 60Hz player of all time in my opinion. His most notable achievement came 2 months ago when he legitimately re-verified End of the World by Demon Clown, a level classified among silent levels and impossible levels just one update ago. On top of this, he's reached 98% on Black Blizzard only a few days after its release. He also beat the original Red World by Sari and Neptune, as well as several other top 50 demons including New Cataclysm, Retention, and he has good progress on Bloodbath. Simply put, he is good even by 144Hz players' standards, and he is on 60Hz. He's been growing faster in recent weeks, but 4,000 subs isn't nearly what he deserves. If you could check him out, I'd really appreciate it.
Top story.
The two most relevant, popular and controversial Rustum levels that have been dominating the top 10 in the last few weeks have both finally received their first victors. Erebus and Devil Vortex have both been beaten by the two most respected and best players in the world, with the top 50 demon destroyer Wooshi 999 becoming the first to complete Erebus, and Unreal Star Grinding Machine and GD World No. 1 NoctaFly completing Devil Vortex, ironically after pushing it for it to be unrated. Wooshi's completion of Erebus has actually seen it moved above Yatagarasu into second place on the Demons list after he, as the first player to complete both, said Erebus was harder as it was far more inconsistent. The other Rustam level that has been absolutely stealing the headlines for all the wrong reasons recently is Devil Vortex, and French GD World No. 1 NoctaFly, who is Wooshi's main competitor for best player in the world title at the moment, has become the first player to beat that. Ironically, NoctaFly's beating of the level seems to have settled his own arguments as to whether Tosh Deluxe hacked the level or not, with the main defense for the hacking argument being that this level is so inconsistent that it cannot be beaten in one run. However, with Nocta having completed the level and Wooshi being so close with 83%, as well as Stunix and Truster making decent progress in the background, it looks as if the drama and hysteria around this level can finally settle, as Devil Vortex becomes the second short but extreme demon to manifest itself in the top 10 hardest demons in 2.1.
Also in the news.
Only a short time after the Geometry Dash Icon contest, which was the most ambitious and widespread contest in GD history, Viprin and Etza are now collaborating with RobTop Games again to host the Gauntlet contest. In this contest, participants must create a 5, 6 or 7 star level that can be added to a new Crystal Gauntlet with a crystal theme. The 5 best levels will be added in-game following the contest, as well as the top 3 contestants winning cash prizes. This is the second contest Viprin and Etza have managed to involve RobTop in, and once again it is driving the participants to the pinnacle of creation. The form for submission is now open and anyone can enter, so go and check it out.
In other news.
The demon level Mirror Tempest by TweeS and Azrael96 received a strange and inexplicable update yesterday when the entire level was sacked and replaced with an anonymous Silent Clubstep rebirth. A few weeks ago, TweeS' account was hacked and renamed to Bladem, the name of the top 50 Extreme Demon Uprise creator, and the level was hack updated to a super buffed version. However, a few days ago, the entire level was replaced with a really well built and good looking possible Silent Clubstep rebirth, just a little bit behind Yatagarasu in difficulty. Electro Mario 2001, one of the driving forces behind the Restoration Union, was the first to upload it to his channel, at which point community oldboy Aeon Air contacted Viprin, telling him to get RobTop to unrate the level. The level was then reverted and is now blocked from having any future updates on account of the creator's account being hacked. So this is seemingly done and dusted. It was strange though. Who built this pretty good looking and well designed Silent Clubstep remake? Electro Mario was the first to feature this on his channel, and you should go and check his video out for the full footage and playthrough. After a week of heated controversy, it seems the Tosh Deluxe and Devil Vortex drama is finally subsiding. The drama began when Meteus Gaming, BoldStep and NoctaFly all publicly claimed Tosh hacked Devil Vortex, Rustam's new extreme demon. BoldStep quickly removed his claims, and things got nastier between Nocta and Tosh. The drama even prompted community lost legend Tio to come back and give his opinion on the matter with the help of Truster, both of whom believe the level was verified via an auto version as the gameplay was so poorly playtested there was no chance Tosh could have seen it through legitimately. Shortly after this, Truster became the second person to retract his claims, and Weo's struggling on the level that led him to believe it was impossible was chalked down to it being physically impossible on 60Hz, which is very possible in its own right. After numerous videos pleading his case, and a lot of views attracted to the situation, Tosh had almost cleared his name, but the world's top two players, Wooshi999 and NoctaFly, were both the two most viable and harshest critics that remained. However, both have now made significant progress on the level, with Nocta actually having answered his own concerns by beating it. So now it seems as if all the arguments have been extinguished, and Tosh seems to have been legit all along. We can only hope now that the drama will subside, as all arguments on both sides have been exhausted, and thankfully it seems to have died out shortly before dividing the community into a toxic mob mentality.
Upcoming level news.
Blade of Justice is now on its 8th official verifier, as Austrian player RicoLP has been allowed permission to attempt the Extreme Demon that has been hanging by a thread since Sonic dropped it a few months ago. While he hasn't made any progress in over a month, he has been practicing and has made several good runs, with a new best of 56% and going from 38 to 100% on the level. It seems we'll need to wait until he has more time to play, but he is by no means incapable of it, doing several good runs on Devil Vortex and Black Blizzard in the meantime. Digital Descent is beginning to gain momentum as Manic648, one of the most popular creators in the world, has revealed his part for the collab. The level is a sequel to Artificial Ascent, the current 4th hardest rated demon, only one place behind Yatagarasu, and it was set to be verified by Combined, although concerns about his future in GD and also his recent breaking of his 144Hz monitor have put the level in some doubt at the moment, though I'm sure a solution will be reached soon. The final parts for End Level's unnerfed Phobos remake, Deimos, are starting to come together as BoldStep, the verifier of Erebus, has finally completed his part, with his part being one of the most infamous missing parts in the level. Besides one or two parts and a few formalities, the level is all but complete and End Level should be able to start playtesting and verifying soon.
Top 50 news.
The biggest change in the top 50 this week has come at the whim of the current world's best player Wooshi999. Wooshi has become the first player to beat both Yatagarasu and Erebus, and he has overwhelmingly declared that Erebus is harder given its inconsistency. This wasn't a wholly unexpected view, and so his victory has been the catalyst for Rustam's toxic theme Extreme Demon to be moved above the legendary demon Yatagarasu. Yatta, once planned to be the invincible, undisputed Extreme Demon, now sits at a lowly 3rd place, and will only fall further with the introduction of Fusion Z, Bloodlust, and perhaps even Deimos. Devil Vortex, despite some speculation as to whether it would even be allowed to remain on the list at all given recent controversies, has maintained its top 10 position at place 6th. It was actually speculated it might be moved up, as Wooshi especially thought the level was so inconsistent that it could easily oust Bausha Vortex in difficulty. However, with recent completions and the hysteria subsiding, it now seems Devil Vortex will hold the number 6 spot above Succubin Hell for the time being. Twisted Tranquility, the quietly extreme demon that was verified by BoldStep, has been rated and has now been added to the list at place 28th, 2 places below Novelas by Grillex, another very recent entry which now sees Wooshi join iNeo and Sagayesta among others as the 5th victor. Temple of Destiny by Drake Gust is a fairly unknown extreme demon that has been beaten by Wooshi and NoctaFly, but despite being rated it has yet to be added to the list for now, so its placing is uncertain. Acropolix now anchors at the foot of the table, pushing Giolo Maestro onto the Legacy Demons list. Sonic Wave, despite the changes of the demons around it, remains the number 1 demon. Something new I'm going to start doing in this section is looking at the stats view for the list, which is basically a cool little new player ranking feature that uses a new algorithm to determine the best players based on their sheer top 50 achievements. Obviously, Wooshi999 has become the top leader, becoming the first player to surpass 1,000 points, having beaten or made progress on nearly every extreme demon in the top 50. He is followed by iNeo, another extremely yet prolific demon grinding machine. Sunix is in 3rd, but he will likely be surpassed by Slip as he focuses his attention on unnerfed Yatagarasu and other unfeatured projects. Sagayesta and NoctaFly are 2 players sure to shoot up the list now, as they have really kicked into life with their demon activity of late.